Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Look at Cleveland's starting group. The rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the three. And for Chicago, we've got Buzelis. Corey Joseph is out there with Anthony Simons. And there's Richaun Holmes. And it's Dozier in at the three spot. Now upon a really intriguing part of the season, Greg, it seems we've seen enough to give these teams some kind of identity.
I tell you, if teams are still searching for an identity, it's fair to say things probably aren't going well.
Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, smart pass there, setting up Buzelis in a position to cash in.
Harden outside. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Buzelis with the ball. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. Mitchell wide open. They get the rebound, and it's blocked. Goes up again, and Allen with the layup. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Simons from outside. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Harden's shot is off.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Buzelis. And stolen by Mobley. That's tipped. Holmes with the steal. Here's Dozier, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
A staple of Harden's attack. His three-point shot is about as lethal as it gets.
And, Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone. Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouls.
No one hits a pull-up like the Beard. I mean, he's perfected the quick stop and pop, and that thing is a deadly shot.
Here's Holmes, and it's sent back by Allen. Here's Tyson. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Buzelis, no good again that time.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
So for the Bulls, Daniel Tice is checked in for Richaun Holmes. Trey Lyles comes in for Buzelis. And Monte Morris subbed in for Anthony Simons. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Kevin Knox is checked in for the Bulls. And Anthony Simons comes in for Monte Morris. Here's Merrill, covered by Lyles. Nobody near Allen. Chicago grabs the miss. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And the basket by Knox.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Cavaliers trail by 3.
2 minutes.
Here's Wade. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Joseph, the pass to Knox. Another three for Chicago.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Greg, last season the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the third most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the second round. They knew they'd be criticized and acknowledged they need to be tougher mentally.
Schroeder finds Merrill. Back to Schroeder. Launches it. Joseph with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 4. Simons the pass to Tice. No good with the triple. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the line for him here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
The Bulls making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Keon Ellis, he's checked in for Cleveland.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Lyles. A three-pointer, no good. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Strus's shot is good.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Releases from the wing and drills it. Knox has got 13.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Here's Strus. It's rebounded by Tice.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Pass to Knox. Off target with his 3. Both teams have it going here early. And still close through the first quarter. Bulls lead by 1. And the second quarter will...
The Cavaliers, 19.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Bulls.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Harden out there with Mitchell. Then there's Mobley. Then it's Ellis. And it's Tyson in at the power forward position. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Going back a few years, Donovan Mitchell dealt with a lot of trade speculation. He said you don't realize how stressful it was until you're out of it. Now he says it's great to finally have that sense of peace. I love being in Cleveland, but there's more to be done. Guys, back to you.
On a mission for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. A nice shot by Dozier.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
It's stolen by Lyles. Pass to Morris. Finished off the break. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Cavaliers. Now Buzelis. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Fires the 3. Dozier can't get it to go.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Ellis outside. Pass to Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Bulls. When you think about what makes Evan Mobley such a special talent, Richard, what comes to mind for you?
Well, his defense is already outstanding for a player his age. I can see him being a Defensive Player of the Year candidate for many years to come. He is the anchor on this team.
Ellis against Morris. Here's Tyson. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Tyson's got 5.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. All the way! Donovan Mitchell!
Look at that grittiness of Mitchell. He hits resistance inside and still gets through it.
Chicago calls timeout, and we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
It's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Trey Lyles. Corey Joseph comes in for Kevin Knox. And Daniel Tice subbed in for Monte Morris. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Holmes kicks to Tice. Pass to Buzelis. And again, Chicago. No good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And he uses the glass on the lane. Tyson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
Well, Mitchell knows it's not all about him out there. If he could get another guy a shot, he would do it.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Cavaliers.
Pass to Harden. A big-time jam from James Harden.
Athletic move by Harden. Okay, I see you throwing it down on top of the defense.
Chicago calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Chicago making some changes. Kevin Knox is checked in for Joseph. And Simon's in for Daniel Tice. And Cleveland also making a change. Schroeder's checked in.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Tyson, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, the defense pays so much attention to Mitchell. He almost always has a passing lane.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. Taking a look at Denver. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Bulls, they haven't done much to advance in the rankings, but they haven't gone downward either. I'd like to see signs of improvement from this team.
Max Strus is checked in for Sam Merritt. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. To the wing on the left, goes back up. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
A nice shot by Simons.
And you got to get out on the head if you're the defense. Simons, too big a threat from deep.
For 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
For 3, Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight. Bulls trail by 7. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. In the corner, Knox with it. From the arc. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
3 points.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the 2 teams, particularly on the board.
The poor rebounding is something that they'll have to shore up going forward. It puts you at such a disadvantage when you look at the battle of possession.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. And that
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've got Anthony Simons. Rashawn Holmes out there with Buzelis. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Dozier in at the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
Talk about a high percentage look. Allen right at the rim.
Joseph, the pass to Dozier. Simons from outside. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Former dunk contest champion Anfernee Simons. Greg also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. So, Richard, let's give him some credit. Jared Allen has turned himself into a more complete player, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he's not just a floor spacer, but he does everything else at an elite level. Very efficient. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes that will beat you.
Sam Merrill. He's checked in for Cleveland. Knox misses.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
To stop the run. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Merrill. And he's good on the 3-ball. Merrill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether 2 big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Back to Simons. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Man, lots of confidence on that 3 from Simons.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Harden. Takes the 3. The shot will not fall. Bulls trail by 18. Simons from outside. Good on the triple. Simons has got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for Chicago.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
The shot, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Buzelis from outside off the mark.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
And it's Allen with the jam.
Don't you forget, Harden won the assist title now. This man can pass that rock.
The Bulls have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. The 3, count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Simon.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Some timeouts you just know you're going to get yelled at. And with these turnovers, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be a very pleasant timeout.
Both teams will make substitutions. Sit out to Schroeder. Latrey. Chicago grabs the miss.
Even though it didn't go down, he'll take that shot every time.
Pass to Tice. 3-pointer, Simon. Another 3 for Chicago.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Harden. 10 points for him. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Tyson's checked in. Outside, Simon. And it's Wade with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Tyson with the bucket.
And shooting-wise,
3 points.
he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Pass to Simons. To the left wing. Lyles kicks to Simons. And here is Morris. Lets it go with the three. Now Lyles. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 6 to shoot. That's a 2 from Simons. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And it's Schroeder missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Timeout call, the Bulls.
T-shirts.
And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And here at the end of the first quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
The Cavaliers
ahead.
66.
They're up by 10. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So with Harden on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. The rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. And it's Schroeder in at the one. Traps in the tray.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Here's Bruce Ellis, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
In the corner, it's Morris. Another three for Chicago.
There's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Mitchell dishes to Allen. Here's Mobley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes.
I love the intensity from Mobley going right up inside, not avoiding the contact.
Sam Merrill. He's checked in for the Cavaliers. Harden comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Lets the three fly. Buzelis' shot is good. Buzelis has got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Pass to Merrill. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And they recover it. And there it is for them. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Now, I know Donovan Mitchell is only 6'2", but he has a 6'8" wingspan, and it can surprise you and cause a lot of turnovers.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To tie it up, another three for Chicago.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Mobley wide open. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Chicago. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Bruce Ellis, and the Bulls, another three.
As strong as they looked in that first half, their defense hasn't been the same here in the second. They just look slow, not very sharp.
Down low, here's Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
So cool under pressure. It's good to see Allen rise to the occasion.
Harden against Morris. Out to the right wing. Here's Buzelis, and the Bulls another three.
This kid Buzelis loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Without question, Buzelis displaying his skills today.
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
It's time now to present our player of the game, Matas Buzelis.
Hey, Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Rozier's checked in, and it's Simons in for Morris. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, well during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Harden for three. It's rebounded by Dozier. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Inside. A kick out to Simons. That three off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by three. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Dozier. The Bulls shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Pass to Buzelis. Launches at three. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Cavaliers ball.
Here's Harden. To the paint. Here's Tyson. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Tyson's got 21 in the game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
To the left side wing. Here's Buzelis. And again, no good by Chicago.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Cavaliers lead by three.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
For the three, the Cavaliers pull it in. 22 is their biggest lead, and they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
13 foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And an intentional foul right there.
Chicago foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Second personal.
So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And the Bulls call timeout here. They're trailing by 5. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Bulls making a switch here.
For your Bulls, Kevin Knox the second.
To end the run, trifecta.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Timeout called Cleveland. They're ahead by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth. And now they foul and stop the clock. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Start it.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Bulls Youth Dance Team. Make some noise one more time for your Bulls.
Here's Lyles. It's in!
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of